Hi, welcome back to Amerigic Art. My name is Vicky, and today I want to start a new series on the channel where I take learning resources and do a mini review of them. I have some criteria as they must be free or low cost. They must provide some sort of drawing or painting lesson, and they must have some way to follow it. So, a little bit about myself. I am a beginner artist. I am a hobby artist and I do this for fun. So, I've only been drawing about a year, so I'm still considered beginning and I want to improve. So, I am looking for learning resources to keep improving as I go. I think this series will be beneficial to the community as many beginning artists are looking for that way to learn that might not be the same way everybody else learns. So I am going to be giving each resource a grade. It's going to be graded on accessibility, range of lessons from beginner to more advanced, and how simple it is, the simplicity of the lesson. So is it easy to follow? Does it take some extra understanding? And an overall grade. So let's get started. So today we're going to be reviewing Kline Creative's free online art lessons. So about the art instructor section is John C. Kline. John graduated from Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts in Philadelphia in 1994 and has been working as a professional artist ever since. Although his main focus is oil paintings in everyday situations using unusual perspectives, he understands that drawing is the core of creating two-dimensional artworks. For this reason, Kline has compiled a series of videos to give beginner core and beginning to enhance any two-dimensional works and mediums you may pursue, from painting, charcoal, pastels, printmaking, and of course drawing. So you can learn more on his resume, and we will be doing probably just the first lesson and following along. I'm going to do his lesson and time lapse it, as it's easy to get make this video into like a 30-minute course if I'm not careful. So I will see you later. So here's the video footage of me drawing. The footage and the lessons themselves are sped up 4 times. I didn't want to make this video too long. Following these lessons is super easy. He lays everything out in exact details on what you need to do. It's not a how to draw this object, not like how to copy this. It's an actual how to observe the object. The reason why I am doing 2 of these lessons instead of just the 1 is because he's going over the same object in form and again when shading. So I wanted to make sure I shaded the object correctly. So here is the finished drawing. Now we'll be discussing the grade part. All right, so we're going to start grading for this. The grades are broken down into accessibility, range, and simplicity, and then there will be an overall grade for the resource. Up first is accessibility. This has 2 positives and 1 negative. The first positive we have is that it is absolutely free. These lessons are very accessible. You can find them without having to pay a premium. The second positive is that it is found on a site and YouTube, so it is absolutely available no matter what. If the site were to go down, you could still find the resources on YouTube. The one negative I have is that nothing on this channel had been updated in 7 years. And I'm going to put a small little scroll of what I saw in their available videos. Nothing has been updated in 7 years, even his speed paintings / drawings. So it's a bit discouraging, and it doesn't push any of the lessons any further. So the total for this section is a 3.5 out of 5. It's not entirely bad. You do get some free lessons out of it. And it is highly accessible. Just nothing has been updated, so nothing further. So range is to record how widespread the lessons can get. Are they for the beginner crowd? Do they go to the more advanced, or do they stop somewhere in between? So that's what we'll discuss with range. So I do want to say they are completely beginner lessons. They are for a fresh start or back to basics at the very least. So these lessons discuss progress from how to hold a pencil to creating line weight to making your sketch 3D on a 2D plane to shading and basic anatomy construction. That's where the lessons stop though, so you gotta understand that. On the negative side, there is a lot of fundamentals missing. You don't get perspective, you don't get other sorts of construction, you don't get negative space, so a lot of other fundamentals are missing. And again, the lessons just drop off after the basic anatomy construction of a hand. So nothing goes any further. There is nothing more advanced. So the range is not as wide as I would prefer it. All in all, I'm going to give this area a 3 out of 5. And this is pretty generous as there is 2 positives and 2 negatives. I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 because it does get up to basic construction of a hand, but there is a lot missing. And the last section grade is simplicity. How easy are the tutorials or the lessons to follow? And this has 2 points in it. So each lesson is easy to follow. The instructions are really easy. He starts off with the easiest thing you can think of, and that's pencil control. And the last point I have for simplicity are that the lessons are like super quick. They take no more than 14 minutes of instruction. I think the average is like 5 or 6 minutes of actual instruction after you get past the introduction part of his videos. All in all, 5 out of 5 for simplicity. So the overall grade is basically adding up all the scores from accessibility, the range, and simplicity, and just totaling them up. The overall score for Kline Creative, Kline Studios lessons is 11.5 out of 15. If the lessons were to continue, if they were more complete, if they went through all the fundamentals and not just the shading and the composition, it would have been a little higher, maybe 13 out of 15. That is all for today's video. Please subscribe if you want to see more from my channel. Hit the like button if you like this type of content. And make sure to leave a comment if you want to let me know about any more resources I should take a review at. I'd love to keep learning and improving my skills. Anyways, have a nice day.